And we're live. All right, that was fucking delayed, but not a great start. All right, we're back. Hey, everybody. Long time no see. The line crew is back. We're just going to pretend it's going to be game week 1, or that we had podcasts for the last 3 weeks. So, Joseph, congrats on the perfect record the last 3 weeks, dude.
We're 3-0.
We went 3-0, people. Perfect. We went perfect on each and every single pick that we had the last 3 weeks. Game week 4, though, Joseph, might be a little different. This could be a bit of a rocky road, if you will. But we are back, game week 4 in the Prem. Already we are seeing bullshit red cards, bullshit VAR decisions. Manchester United still shit, so it's glad that not much has changed. But
still shit.
Everton's still really fucking bad, and still fuck Kyle. So
we beat Dewsbury Town, though. You'll never take that.
Yeah, you guys will definitely take that. Yeah, that's fucking huge. So that actually brings me to our first topic, transfer cleanup, real fast.
It's been a while.
Couple things have gone down in the last week and a half, Joseph.
I mean, the last month, William.
Last month, but this would be a 4-hour-long podcast if we talked about every single fucking transfer of the last month.
Let's just put it this way, people. Fabrizio Romano's phone, he's probably gone through 3 or 4 phones by now.
Yeah, no, dude. His Verizon storage plan, dude, he needs there's no plan large enough for Fabrizio Romano. The man has 10 phones. He makes Kevin Gates look like a fucking pussy with how many phones that man has. But real fast, the one that happened today, the big one that happened today, obviously Ryan Gravenberch for $35 million plus $4.5 million add-ons from Bayern Munich to my beloved Liverpool. Joseph, I'm fucking buzzing over this, dude. I couldn't be more excited. He's the piece that we needed. I'm not quite sure how we're going to use him because he's not really a 6 and he's not really an 8. So I'm confused on how Klopp is going to figure it out, and also Pep Linders. But if there's 2 guys that can, it's him. Joseph, how do we feel about Ryan Gravenberch to Liverpool? Because you, of all people, have been anti-Liverpool midfield for the longest time.
I was just about to say, William, our first podcast last year ever, did I not tell you that you needed a full revamp and Klopp was going to do it this summer? And then what did he do this summer? He did a full revamp. And not only that, this is how I see it playing out. I see Darwin on the right and insert favorite left winger here.
We're not selling Mo, so Mo's still on the right.
Okay, whatever. Guys, side note, William and I have had probably a week-long debate now between us and our
Longer than that.
About selling Mo. I'm on Mo's selling side. William's not. We could talk for 3 hours about this. That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is you have your 2 wingers, right? You throw Gakpo at the deep false 9. Like I'm talking Bobby Firmino style. And you make a diamond midfield out of those 3 guys or 4 guys with the 2 who you mentioned, Gravenberch and McAllister.
Gavin Brunch. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it is.
That's how you say his name. Yeah.
So you basically have them 2 here, Gakpo up top to roam free, and then you can just place whoever you want at that 6, and they're just a garbage eater. They just eat garbage for a living.
Endo.
Whoever you want.
That little 5'9" Japanese kamikaze guy.
Not even though, dude, because you could literally get even one of your center backs to play that position. You could get Joe Gomez to do that. Just foul people. That's basically your job at the 6 when you have 2 of the best young up-and-coming 8s that will just pivot all day in front of you.
Yeah. I'm over the fucking moon about it. I think that we still need a left-footed center back. I don't know if that's going to happen in this window. That might be more of a January thing.
Too much money.
Too much money. It's just not enough time either because the deadline is Sunday?
No, the deadline is tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even worse. So we're not going to get that much time. But yeah, anyways, over the fucking moon, Ryan Gravenberch, he's going to be perfect. What I want to do, I want to have Darwin up top, Mo on the right, Lewis on the left, Dom Sabaslai on top of Darwin in that little hole in that half space as that 10, and then two holding midfielders of Gravenberch and also McAllister. I think that would be fucking perfect, and then just like the regular back four. I think that lineup is second place in the league, obviously behind Manchester City. But that is a Europa League winning formation. That is a competitive Premier League formation. That's what I want personally, but I digress. Another big one, another big loan transfer. Brighton do it again, dude. Brighton somehow do it again. Ansu Fati. First of all, let me say this. Is there a bigger difference between places to live than Brighton and Barcelona? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, Joseph, Brighton is much like the Bradenton, Florida of England.
I think that's being nice to Bradenton.
Right? And that's being nice to Bradenton, I feel like.
Actually, that's probably being mean to Bradenton, if we're being realistic. Because have you ever had a chippy pie before?
I don't want to.
Because it's basically just like if you took barbecue sauce and shitty chicken and like tried to make a pie out of it.
Yeah, no, yeah, and a bunch of heroin needles and people with a group of 5 people with a collective amount of teeth of that adds up to 10.
And I'm guessing that they're lovely people, some of them.
Yeah.
But to your point, have you ever listened? So people, if you haven't figured it out now, Will's a Liverpool fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Everton fan. They're not even that far north in England. And if you've ever listened to one of the podcasts, all it does is it sounds like this, lad. All we got to do is just get this guy and it's over. And that's like civilized compared to Brighton.
Yeah.
Like that's like really civilized in England. Like it's basically Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Yeah. Paddy the Batty is a king. Is like a delegate in Brighton compared to the people that live there.
Brighton citizens only wake up and say, "Man, 4 more days until a Brighton game."
I woke up in a fucking steamy mood, yeah? Because I live in a shithole. Brighton is a fucking shithole. That's just what people in Brighton say every fucking day of their lives.
If you think Will is making that up, there's actually a guy on TikTok.
There's actually a guy on TikTok. I don't know how to find it, but I'm sure you'll find it if you're on Angry British People TikTok, which you're not. I would recommend you getting on that side.
But back to our initial conversation. Robert De Zerbi just proved that he is a $20 million type of manager in terms of
he's so good.
He will get a bag from wherever he goes next. And I have a hot take for you, William.
Manchester City.
No.
Don't say Everton.
No.
Okay. All right. Good.
If things go south, which I don't think they will, I really think that he's going to be lined up for something like a Newcastle job. Because I like where Eddie Howe is taking the team, but Newcastle's getting to the point now where if they don't make top 4 this year, which it's looking tough, just in terms of they did not live up to the expectations against Liverpool. I think they kind of got exposed in the sense that Eddie Howe took off his 2 best players. But
3 best players. He took off Isak, he took off Tonali, and also Anthony Gordon. Those are the 3 best players, not only in Newcastle, but on the entire field that day.
And he is under the microscope for every single decision he makes now.
Yes.
And I just think that that's Saudi money is going to come calling one of these days. And on top of that, too, I honestly think that if Klopp gets fed up with FSG being stingy, I think he might just leave on his own volition, and De Zerbi would be a huge Liverpool addition. He just screams Liverpool.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does. Another one that happened today. Let's just keep it to 3 because it'll just be faster. But another one that happened today was Sergio Reguilon to Manchester United on loan. Joseph, I saw in the group chat you put for depth. That's a fire pick, but
it's not really. I didn't realize how dire the situation was at
Yeah,
Manchester
dude. Luke
United.
Shaw and Tyrell Malacia are both out for an extended period of time. Sergio Reguilon, I mean, if it was for depth, sure, but even if it was, it wouldn't make any fucking sense. But
Well,
he's going to be their starting left back for the next, 4 or 5 months?
I mean, it might be one of those
Maybe a
situations
little bit
where
less than that, but he's the guy. He's the only solid classic left back that they have on the books right now.
it
So
might
I don't
also
know how
be
that's
this.
going to work.
It might also be this type of situation though, where like, remember, I want to say it was 2 or 3 years ago. Someone bought like Serge Aurier or however you say his name.
Oh yeah.
Just out of I think it was Spurs when they had Mourinho,
He
and
was
it was
shit.
super random, but he really like filled a hole for them for like a
Mhm.
year, and like obviously he wasn't going to be the long term person there, but also too like if you look at the left back market, who are they going to get like that is better than the guys that are hurt right now? Besides like Alfonso Davies, who would be £100 million, you're
More
not going to get anyone who's really like on his day. As much as people make fun of him, Luke Shaw is a solid left back.
He's solid. Yeah, he looks like a little potato when he runs, but
He gets
he
it
kind of
done,
looks like Kyler Murray when he runs, like a little child that stole your phone
and he's running away with it.
and he's running away with it. Yeah, dude. He looks in his little pot belly sticking out. He's so adorable when he runs, dude. I love it. But yeah, that's a big one. I don't know how that's gonna fit. I don't know how that's gonna go. Their back lines now: Sergio Reguilon, Lisandro Martinez, fucking Victor Lindelof, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I mean, that screams goals against to me. A lot of goals are going to happen against Manchester United. And that brings me to my next point. Let's get into the fucking games now, Joseph. So our
Yes.
first game is going to be Luton Town versus West Ham. Joseph, I believe this is going to be at the London Stadium. And if you look here, you're going to see that Luton are obviously the dogs, plus 340 on Luton money line, draw plus 285, West Ham minus 130, over under is 2.5. Joseph, I love Luton. I love what they stand for. I want to pick Luton just because of their home stadium, but it's not their home stadium because they're still renovating it. Um, I'm gonna have to go West Ham because they're hot right now. They also just got Mohamed Kudus in, another transfer we probably should have talked about. You got Mohamed Kudus in, that central attacking midfielder who Ghanaian fucking balled out in the World Cup. He's he would have been a perfect Paqueta replacement, but now he's going to be able to play beside Paqueta. I don't know how they're exactly going to have to fit him in, but I like West Ham here minus 130. That has enough value for me personally to take them straight up on the money line. Give me West Ham minus 130, man, because Luton Town looked bad. They do not look good. And I want them to be good. Like I'm a Hatter fan. I'm going to wear a hat when I'm watching this game. This might be the only bet of the week that I would be actively cheering against because I want Luton Town to be that good.
All I have to say is there was a stat that I saw the other day that when David Moyes' teams have under 50 points in a season, which they did last season, the season following, every year he has had at least 65 points or more. West Ham are going to run riot, and I think that they're sneaky top 6 finish this year.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. So you're going West Ham minus 130 as well, I'm assuming, Joseph?
Yes, sir. I'm going West Ham money line, and I would take the spread if it's under 2.
It looks like it is. Luton Town are actually predicted to score more, though. They have almost 2 xG compared to West Ham's 1 xG. That's only because like West Ham only have like 30 passes a game, though, probably.
Yeah, West Ham had like a total of like 18% of the ball last game that they played, and they won like 3-1.
Yeah. Yeah, it's disgusting. All right, next game. Your Evertonians, your Toffees, are going up against Sheffield United. Joseph, is this in Everton?
No, it's actually at Sheffield.
Okay, not an easy place to go. That crowd's going to be fucking rompus, dude. Honestly, dude, I might just take the under in the draw here, but we had to talk, before we started recording. No draws allowed. We're gonna have to put our sack on the table with each and every single pick. So give me Sheffield, dude. I'm sorry, Joseph. I know which way you're gonna go, but I don't think you can blame me with picking Sheffield. With how bad you guys have been, you guys haven't even scored yet in the Premier League. Sheffield at least have scored. So
okay, but here's something for you.
here we go.
Saw an interesting stat yesterday.
DCL is gonna look like prime Big Rom in 2014.
Nah, dude. DCL's old news. It's Beto o'clock, dude. I'm basically like a Beto O'Rourke supporter now, dude. I'm just bet in. Like, I'm just ready to get it done. But anyways, I digress.
You're not a beta male. You're a Beto male. Huh? That was pretty good.
Yes.
That was
okay. I have 3 Everton stats for you real quick. I'm gonna rapid fire.
Here we go.
First one. Out of every single team in the Premier League over the first 3 weeks, Everton have had the fourth most shots on goal. That does not mean that they are good finishers by any means. No. However, they're still getting in chances to score. And Beto was on for all of 45 minutes and almost scored 4 goals in a half. He hit the bar twice and was called offsides on another goal, on top of his 1 goal in only 45 minutes. Also, Sean Dyche is managing for his Everton career on Saturday morning.
Correct.
That is an indisputable fact, folks.
Indisputable. Yeah.
So that's going to be the best team, I believe. We're really going to see Beto up top, Danjuma on the left or right, and we're really going to get an attacking side. My other Beto fast fact. Did you know it was 9 years ago to the exact day that Samuel Eto'o scored his Everton Premier debut goal?
One letter away from being Beto.
Well, not only that, Beto said that Eto'o was his favorite player growing up. So all I have to say is he might be Eto'o reincarnate, and we might win the league, dude.
Okay. All right, dude. Okay. I like that, dude. This is what we do as fans. We just draw conclusions that have no reason being drawn in the first place. But we have our fucking etch and sketch out, and we're going to fucking get the drawn.
Oh.
We're going to fucking get the drawn, dude. That's just what it's going to be.
So,
all right.
End of the day, hammer Everton, folks.
Correct.
We're scoring 4.
Yes. All right, good. I just found out Minnesota, Nebraska is not on until another hour, so we're fine. All right, that's massive, dude. I'm a fucking massive Cornhusker, dude. I got my Huskin corn hat, my Huskin corn hat out.
We're corning it.
We're corning it, baby. We're corning it. All right, next game: Brentford versus Bournemouth. This is going to be at Brentford. Listen. So Bournemouth fired who? Scott Foster, something like that. Scott Parker, and they bring in this random Spanish guy. A lot of hype around him. I'm spacing where he was brought out of off the top of my head. They have not looked good. They have not looked good at all. Granted, I do not think they've had the easiest schedule to base that off of, but the teams they have played, they have not looked good against. Obviously, they got that early goal, against Liverpool at Liverpool, but they look slow. They don't really look like they're gonna stay up. I would be worried about them being relegated. So in Brentford, man, like they can score. That Wisa guy they have up top, they have Mbeumo. I like Brentford here, and I like Brentford here easy. Give me Brentford money line, man. That's going to be what, minus 154. Yeah, throw that nice little cheeky parlay. Why not, dude? Why not? Brentford all the way.
I think behind Manchester City over Fulham, that's my lock of the day in terms of at least in a parlay. If your book offers win or draw, take it all day.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not going to lose. They're not going to drop 3. 3 points to Bournemouth.
Especially at home, and that stadium is not easy to go to. And I just don't think Bournemouth have the attacking prowess to even really make this competitive. Like I like a comfy 2-0, 3-0 win here for Brentford.
I agree.
I think Joseph and I are both on Brentford. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the bane of our existence, well, the bane of the Premier League existence, this fucking Manchester City team, they're still not really gonna get tested. You're still yet to face a real team, well, Newcastle, but even Newcastle. One thing I noticed with the Newcastle game, real fast. Let me just go on a little rant here. Newcastle had their chances against City, but they don't have any killers. They have one, and that's Isak, and you give him a ball in the box, he's gonna put it away, but they couldn't get it to him, and they fucked around that entire second half. If you let Newcastle have the ball, like once City scored that first goal, City are good enough to just sit back and just let them play, try to break us down. Like do your worst, and Newcastle's worst is not that bad, not that worse. I just don't. Obviously, yeah, City all the fucking way, man. Like especially at City. I wouldn't bet on this game because there really isn't a good pick. I mean, Manchester City money line minus 625, Fulham plus 1400, draw plus 700, and the over under is 3.5. I mean, I guess the over would be a play here because City legitimately might score 7 against Fulham.
I'm picking City all day, but stay away.
I'm saying there's just no value in this game. There's just no fucking value in this game at all.
It is the lock of the day, though.
Yeah, it is the lock of the day. Yeah, I mean, if you have like a 20 leg parlay, throw City in there if you need a little stopgap. All right, that's really going on there. Chelsea versus Forest, Nottingham Forest. That's going to be at Stamford Bridge. This game might be a little bit cheeky. You got Chelsea minus 265, Forest plus 650. Over under is 3 flat. If this game was at Forest, Joseph, I would be not hammering Forest, but I would place a nice little cheeky $20 wager on Forest money line. But since it's at Stamford Bridge, I think this is going to be a gritty game. I think this is going to be a slugfest. This might be like a 1-0, maybe 2-0. I can see Chelsea maybe getting like a late PK just to kind of have that little insurance goal, but I don't see Forest pulling it out. I don't see a draw. What does that say? Plus 420.
Blaze it.
Love that number. Blaze it. Wish it was plus 469. That would have been fucking sick, huh? But yeah, Chelsea, man. It has to be Chelsea. Even then, like, there's no value in this game, though.
Don't overthink this one. Well, Chelsea, dude. Chelsea's gonna run them, dude. They're starting to figure. Poch is a class manager. They're gonna at least finish in like the top half of the table. These are the games that they'll win like 2-1.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think Chelsea get it done here. Again, I'm staying away from this game. One game I'm not going to stay away from though is this one: Burnley versus Spurs. You got Spurs minus 110, draw plus 300, Burnley plus 270. Kyle's a Spurs fan. I got to get him in here. Listen, I like Spurs. I'm all in on Pasakaglu, dude. I'm all in on this fucking guy.
I tend to agree.
I'm all and also I just love Australians as well. Like it's hard to hate someone who's Australian, and him being Australian, him being so good with the media and the way that he's handled himself and the way that he's kind of handled this. I wouldn't call it a Kane fiasco, but there's been a lot of scrutiny on this side because of the Kane transfer and the way that he's handled it with grace, dude. And like James Madison looks reborn. He looks absolutely disgusting. They almost got Ansu Fati, but Tony Bloom pulled that one out of his ass. I don't know how that happened, but he did. And Spurs, man, I fucking love Spurs. Minus 110, there's value there. And I might take the over as well. Because one thing about Spurs, Joseph, they're going to score some goals.
Yeah. So here's the only thing, though, that I will say is people sleep on just the fact that Spurs are a Big Six club, and they have so much good depth, but they've
Mhm.
picked up a few injuries. Richarlison's actually going to be out for this one, it
That's
seems
better
like.
for him. Because Richarlison's not good, Joseph.
No, but who's going to play striker? That's my main question.
Dude, Son can play through the middle, bro. Put Sonny up there, dude.
Okay, but my whole point is that you don't bring a knife to a gunfight. And
Kyle, come here.
Burnley is good. I'm going to go draw here.
Really?
Burnley at home, Tottenham smelling their own farts. Give me a draw.
All right, we got the idiot savant here. Kyle Williams going to make a cameo. Kyle Williams, Burnley versus Spurs. How you feeling?
Oh, come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
Who's your coach?
Ange.
What's his last name?
I'm not going to say that because you.
Say his last name.
No.
Say his last
I'm
name.
not going to say his
Say
last
it
name.
one time.
Postacoglu.
Yeah. What
Shut
he said.
up, Joseph. Don't fucking give the answer away, dude.
I don't know how to say it.
Anthony.
No.
Why not?
Because you're a fucking troll.
Why?
Because you're a troll. Look
I'm
at
not a
you.
troll.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're literally
Give
the
me some analysis. Give me some analysis.
I think Spurs win 2-0. I mean, it's a much better team than last year. I'll tell you that. It's a lot more fun, a little bit more fun to watch.
Mhm.
Sorry,
I put you on the spot, but
I know you
this is
did.
where I get the best out of you.
I know, I'm an idiot. Anyways, love our new team, love the new squad. Richarlison finally got his first goal of the season against Furman. Now he's out, which is not good. Thanks for the update. Anyways, as you can see, I'm a second-year prem. Stop reaching for the Jesus Christ. See this guy?
I'm not trying to do it, dude.
Folks, isn't Kyle looking big?
Kyle does look kind of big, dude.
What's his name? Nigduba?
I don't know who you're trying to say.
Number 39.
Oh, Destiny Udogi.
Udogi.
Yeah.
Yes. He is something else. I'm getting his
fucking close.
I know I wasn't even close, but does it matter? Absolutely not. He was on the team last year. Now I know he's on the team, and he's probably going to stay because we have Ange. I love Australians. Any Australian girl out there, if you ever watch this podcast, which you probably won't, hit me up. Beautiful women over there.
What's your at?
My at?
Yeah, what's your at on Twitter?
On Twitter?
So that
it's been a while since it's not Twitter. It's called X. Or
X. Sorry. X.
Anyways, I haven't been on X in a while. I'm more of a Reels guy. But my idol did like my tweet today, so I was pretty happy about that.
Who liked your tweet?
Big Cat.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, you can have that. Fucking Jew bag. Anyways, big prem guy here, as you can tell. Very bad at names, so fuck you. I'll probably be on this pod once in a blue moon, especially when we do picks like this, because I am an idiot, but I win money, so who gives a fuck? That's my work ethic. Drop.
Well, that was fucking beautiful, guys.
Kyle Williams, everybody.
That was fucking beautiful. I mean, if that doesn't convince you to bet on Spurs, I don't know what will. I really do not know.
It's either going to be a draw or a 2-0 win.
What will? Okay, well, those are two very conflicting things.
Can you fuck off?
All right.
I'm a fan of the team, so it's hard for me to bet on.
There you go. All right. Joseph. Brighton v. Newcastle. Speak of the devil.
Probably the best game of the weekend.
Probably the best game of the weekend other than Arsenal Man United, but we'll get to that later. Brighton versus Newcastle at American Express Stadium. Plus 150 on either money line. Draw plus 280. Joseph, I'm going to have to go with the Gauls. I'm going to have to go with the Gauls, dude.
Oh, I wasn't allowed to pick draw last game, was I? Give me Burnley plus 270.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot your pick. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I had to get
but no. I said draw because I'm a dummy.
Are you a dummy or are you a nonchalant idiot?
I'm a nonchalant idiot. Thank you.
Nonchalant idiot. That's a little.
I'm going in this game. I'm going Newcastle, and here's why, William.
You think they bounce back? Okay, I'm right here. I'm here for this. I like this.
I think Newcastle. Eddie Howe is going to have some growing pains. He's never managed a big squad before.
Correct.
And I think he overthunk the Liverpool game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is the type of game where he tells his boys, we're going to put 4 past them in the first half and worry about it later. Because you kind of saw in that Liverpool game that once Virgil got sent off and they scored their goal, they kind of just were like, well, we won. And just were passing it around and being like cute with it. When in reality, against Aston Villa in the first game of the year, they put 3 past them in 30 minutes?
Yeah, they destroyed them.
And I think that that's the Newcastle that we're going to see. And I think it's like a 4-1 Newcastle type game.
Does Eddie Howe have that juice, though?
If he doesn't,
does he have
job.
that fucking juice? Because, dude, you know, Brighton, these are 2 very possession-heavy base teams. So I would love the under here. I think it's going to be, I don't want to say a boring game, but the over-under is at 3.25, just for everyone to know. I probably should have said that earlier. I like the under because I think it might be like a 2-1 Brighton game when Brighton just dominate possession now. They just dominate the ball. And even when Newcastle have the ball, if Brighton want to sit back, let Newcastle have the ball. They don't have any fucking teeth, dude. They really don't have any teeth. And with the Stupinian on Anthony Gordon, I'll take that. I'll take that all day.
You say they don't have
take that. Oh, I'm sorry. Kieran Trippier on Anthony Gordon. I'll take that all day. All fucking day, dude. Kieran Trippier is one of the best right backs in the world.
Kieran Trippier is on Newcastle, mate.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Fucking that was embarrassing. Who's Brighton's right back?
Isn't it Estupiñán?
No, he's left.
This
is the line crew difference here, folks.
This is why that's why he's the GOAT.
This is Brighton. This is the line crew difference.
I don't think I could tell you who their left back is.
So when I type in Brighton Hove Albion right back, just a bunch of pictures of an old Brighton right back come up, and like they're all like fan made pictures.
That's not good.
That's fucking sick, dude. Could Pascal Gross play right back? Is he the right back? I don't know.
No,
it doesn't really matter.
He plays midfield.
It doesn't really matter. Anyways, Brighton right back is going to shut down whoever it is. It's probably some random South American they pulled out of the favelas of fucking Ecuador. Probably bought him for like, you know, a dollar and a fucking, McChicken from McDonald's. Doesn't really matter because even then, $1 to an Ecuadorian like League 2 club, they might as well just won the fucking lottery. They might as well have just been angel investors for Apple before Steve Jobs went out of his mom's garage. That $1 is going to mean a lot to them. Okay, it's probably some random South American dude who's never even heard. We never even heard of him before, and he's going to be all up inside Anthony Gordon's asshole, dude. Anthony Gordon, he had one good game, and people are saying, "Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. He's the fucking, he's this." No, he's not. He's shit, dude. He's a fucking twat. Did you see the clip that they had of him also kicking the ball away 5 minutes after Trent got carded for it? Did you fucking see that?
I did, mate. But you can take the boy out of Everton.
Dude, he didn't get a fucking yellow for that.
But you can take the boy out of Everton, but you can never take the Everton out of the boy, mate.
But Trent's from the same city.
He hates the Scouts.
Trent's from the same city he is. So I can sit here and say that dumb fucking thing you just said to me right back at you.
Well, yeah.
I think there is a bias against Trent Alexander-Arnold because Anthony Gordon did the exact same thing that Trent did when Trent got carded. No, you're going to say, here we go. Here Will goes on one of his Trent Alexander-Arnold. No, dude, that's fucking bullshit. This is a personal attack on Anthony Gordon, okay? This is a mano-y-mano bet. Me versus Anthony Gordon. Give me the fucking seagulls all day. We're taking Lay's potato chips.
The woke mob is trying to cancel me.
It is the woke mob. It's the New World Order. It's the New World Order. Fucking Ellen DeGeneres got done running an Abu Ghraib backstage, and now she also has Trent Alexander-Arnold's fucking head on a dartboard. And
the frogs
at it because she's the leader of the New World Order.
The frogs.
The frogs are turning gay. And it's you know what? It's Martin Tyler's fault.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next game. Who we got? We got Palace versus Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton. Sorry.
Wolves.
Sounds like Kyle. Wolves. Yeah, I mean, this game is pretty fucking even, Joseph. It's going to be at Selhurst. You got money line for Palace minus 105, Wolves plus 310, draw plus 245, over under nice little 2.5.
I got something for you though, Will.
All right, hit me, dude. I need
massive transfer we didn't talk about: Matthias Nunez to Manchester City.
Oh yeah, that's actually massive. What, for like 50 mil?
I think it was like 50 plus add-ons.
Yeah,
there's a humongous gap in Wolves midfield. Give me Palace all day. They run them wild, dude.
I want to see more from Michael Olise and Eberechi Eze. I think this is a game where they ball out, where they both just fucking ball out.
Olise, I'm not sold on in the sense that can he carry the team, but Eze's him, dude.
Those two both can, like Olise with Eze.
Yeah.
Like if they feed off of each other and they kind of rely on each other to both be that guy, I think they can, because obviously now that Zaha's gone, those two guys are the two guys. And Olise almost going to Chelsea would have really made me upset. That would have actually pissed me off. Chelsea would have gone too far. And they already got another transfer. We forgot Cole Palmer to Chelsea. So we keep fucking remembering these transfers mid-podcast. We should have talked about this 30 minutes ago. But again, that's the line through difference, folks. That's what it is here, okay? It's absolutely fucking chaos. Yeah, no, Eberechi Eze, I saw a really shitty edit, like those like TikTok thirst traps where like it's the fucking like it looks like a strobe light and it's just like different motion pictures.
Oh yeah.
Of the player. I saw a really shitty one of Eberechi Eze, and that kind of pissed me off. And that made me angry at Eze almost. And I was like, you know what, kid, you got to show up now. There are edits of you on TikTok already. You got to show me why. So I'm taking Palace.
That's fair enough. I mean, if you have the balls to do TikTok challenges, then you better be bagging 20 and 10 a year, you know?
Yeah, every year. And they both have hit a couple of good, like, nasty free kicks in the past, dude.
Well,
but, like,
I will say, though, the thing about Eze is that he's just been hurt. When he plays, he scores. He plays well. He's a really good player.
That's the thing. And, like, I'm expecting him to get maybe an England call-up pretty soon, if he hasn't already.
Southgate is weird, dude. He won't call up anyone who isn't.
Yeah, dude, can we just diverge on why Southgate picked Harry Maguire and Calvin Phillips again?
Well, let's save that for the Arsenal Manchester United, because there was some interesting news out of Manchester United as well.
Okay.
Regarding Maguire. So let's just do Liverpool Aston Villa real quick, and then we'll get back to that.
Transition? Okay, I like that. All right. We should have come up with it more naturally. All right. All right, so here it is, folks. We got Liverpool. It's going to be at Anfield. Okay, finally, we're at Anfield. Again, this Liverpool fucking bias. I feel like we've been on the road for 5 straight games, even though it's been one game since we were home. Liverpool minus 150, Newcastle plus 340, draw plus 350, over under 3.5. Joseph, you go. I want to hear your thoughts first.
Okay. It might be a pick that changes if Klopp doesn't start Nunez. But even if he does start Nunez, I'd take Aston Villa win or draw over Liverpool just because Van Dijk is out.
Go fuck yourself.
But
did you not see Joey G fucking holding it down?
William.
Joey G held it down. Dude, he was a 1,000-pound dumbbell. He held it down.
You're going to tell me.
Obviously, it's a fall-off. Obviously, there's a bit of a fall-off, Joseph.
I think you can make a solid argument that post-Newcastle game, Aston Villa are the most informed team in the Premier League that's not a Big Six club. And on top of it...
Brighton?
No.
They lost last week.
Yeah. After Villa's loss, they spanked us 4-0, and then they went into, I want to say, they went in somewhere and they freaking won 3-0 last week, didn't they?
They lost 3-0.
No, they won last week.
I thought they lost.
Not Villa. Newcastle lost.
Are we talking about Brighton or Villa still? Dude,
Villa.
I'm all over the place tonight. I'm sorry, but yeah,
I think it's a sneaky. Liverpool are a little bit high off of last week, and also Anfield can be a ruckus place. And if they get behind early, I think that they pull out maybe a draw. But I like Aston Villa for the value of plus 340 for being such in form.
Joseph, why are you so anti-Liverpool, dude? Like, take the Everton bias out of it. Why do you hate us? Why do you hate us, dude?
Okay,
I don't think you've ever picked Liverpool once to win on this entire fucking show.
Sticking to my guns, baby.
You've never picked them once.
Okay, but no, I feel like I have.
And it's all a bullshit reason. It's all just like, oh, Aston Villa, they're Moons and Gatorade now, and they're gonna fucking score a lot of goals.
Your best,
it's never
your best
based
center back
in
is out.
logic. It's never based in logic.
Your best center back is out.
You just hate to hate, dude.
Your best center back is out, and your manager doesn't know who's gonna play striker.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be Darwin. It's gonna be Darwin.
Your best player is being poached by the Saudi league and looked like he didn't want to be there last week for most of it.
No, he was smiling in pictures today at training. He's fine.
Yeah,
everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. If he wanted to leave that bad, Joseph, he wouldn't be smiling. He would have a frowny face.
There was a corner last week where Shabalossi, I don't even know how you say his name, but he put a perfect corner back of the 6-yard box, and Mo kind of just like watched it like hit the ground.
It wasn't close to him.
It
wasn't close to him, dude. I know exactly what corner you're talking about. It wasn't even close to him. Mo Salah was at the top of the box. Mo Salah was at the top of the box. What's he gonna do? Run 15 yards in 1.2 seconds? How the fuck is he gonna do that?
He was right there, Will.
No.
Run back the tape. We need to run back the tape one day.
We'll run back the tape. We'll run back the tape.
All I'm saying is Liverpool 2 months from now is gonna look so much better than how they looked the last 3 weeks. But I think Klopp is still trying to add some more pieces, and I think that a draw might be, dude, just think about it this way, man. Think about it this way. I'm not picking against Liverpool. I'm picking Aston Villa in the sense that I think they're a real sleeper. People are sleeping on them this year. I think that they're a real top 6 contender.
I don't doubt that. I don't disagree with that. The only thing I'm saying is, you said Liverpool's going to be smelling their own farts, right?
Coming back 10 men down, playing 65 minutes, 10 men down, and winning against the top 4 team in the Premier League. And then going out and how did you guys play in the Carabao Cup?
We haven't played. Did we play today? We might have played today. Actually, no, I don't think we did.
Okay, because
we got Leicester City though. I think that might be next week.
Okay, so you guys are next because
we play.
What
Leicester.
I'm saying is, a lot of good Premier League teams struggled in the Carabao Cup, just because another thing too is that all of Liverpool's guys have played a lot of minutes, and Villa has
now. We can rotate the squad now.
To a point.
We have enough guys to rotate the squad. And now, dude, Van Dijk's not going to have to. No, he's not going to play in that game.
He's not playing.
He would be able to play because it was Premier League competition. I don't know. I don't think that the red card he got in the Premier League carries over to EFL Cup, does it?
No. But I'm saying for the Villa game.
No, he's 1 game banned.
Yeah, so he'll be out for the Villa game, right?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. We're saying the same thing without saying the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were saying the same thing. No, but what I'm saying is, dude, you're thinking Liverpool smelling their farts, right? You're thinking Liverpool, they're playing a Louis Armstrong song with their assholes right now. I couldn't say you're further than the truth. What I think this is going to be a rebirth because look at how we played bad. We nowhere fucking near deserved to even draw that game, let alone win. That was just 2 moments that just happened to occur, and we had the better striker on the end of it than they did. I think, though, that is a perfect launching off point for us to really get some fucking confidence. Legit, because we know, the players know that, hey, dude, we've looked way too open. We haven't looked creative enough as we have obviously in the past. Because if we go just 2 years ago, we won the first like 15 games off the bounce when the last year we had Mane when we almost won the quad. So since that, the beginning of our seasons have looked pretty shitty. But I think that game, that happening the way that it did, us winning a game that we weren't supposed to, that's just going to give us the confidence and the belief that we needed, because I think it's just a mental thing. And that's just going to be the mental edge that we have over Villa in that game, because they've been, if anything, Villa's been sniffing their farts. They've been reading the headlines that dumbasses like you fucking write out there and I woke up in a steamy mood, yeah, because I live in a shithole. That's where Villa is. And that's what's going to happen, dude. They're going to wake up in a steamy mood because they wake up and they live in a shithole, and they're going to play like it.
Just remember these words, William.
I will, dude.
I
will.
Good evening.
It's good. Good night, dude. Good fucking night, man. All right.
All right. Natural transition to what we were talking about earlier.
That's safe.
Manchester United is in just a downward spiral right now, and even though they're in a downward spiral, Harry Maguire still gets called up to the English national team, and apparently, according to reports, was blocked from any move for Manchester United until at least January, probably until next summer. William, are Manchester United going to be able to recover against Arsenal, or do you think they're looking at a 2-3-0 whooping?
I'm thinking like 4-0 whooping. Wow. I legitimately do not see how Manchester United win this game. I really do not see that, because imagine if they play the way that they did last week, but it's against Arsenal. They wouldn't be able to score 3 like the way they did against Forest. Against Arsenal. Like, that's just not gonna be able to happen. Obviously, the same thing won't happen twice.
Well, not only that though, but to your point, Wolves ran them up and down the pitch for 90 minutes, and if it wasn't for that bogus call against or that bogus call that Wolves didn't get for Onana, it would have been a Manchester United loss, and they'd be maybe sitting at 3 or 4 points.
Yeah, I do not see how they win. Arsenal feel like a squad that need this confidence boost.
Yeah.
Arteta obviously getting a lot of flack for whatever reason playing as Thomas Partey in that right back position last week against Fulham. Don't know exactly why I did that. I mean, I guess if Partey just sits there, if he just kind of plays that inverted role without ever really going up the pitch, do you see him just kind of playing that position on the team sheet? But obviously in execution, it's not that same position. Do you have a problem with that? Because if it's just that, on paper, that doesn't sound that bad.
So personally, I think that was just something where Arteta feels comfortable in the manager position. The more he'll try things, just because he doesn't want to try that in the 5th round of the FA Cup when it actually matters. He wants to try it in a meaningless game, because they were up how many games in December last year and still lost the
I don't know the exact amount, but they were up 15 points?
Yeah, and I think
15 points.
I think our dear Arsenal friend Paulo put it best in the group chat.
The world's best hater.
The world's best hater.
Hater. This man makes hating a talent.
Paulo basically, I'm going to sum it up in a Colin Cowherd euphemism. What Paulo said, when you take an F1 car out on the track, you got to ease into it. You can't just, fire down on the ignition, because you're going to run out of gas or blow the engine 3/4 of the way through. And Paulo thinks, through what Arteta has said, it's going to be a long, slow process, build into form, instead of let's be in tip-top form first game of the season, and then, oh shit, it's February and we don't have any legs and everyone's injured. And
go ahead, sorry.
Well, but to your point, if Partey plays that role properly, it could work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I forget who. That wasn't my own thinking. I listened to a podcast. I forget who it was. I think it might have been this guy. Shout out to Football Daily. If you guys don't listen to Football Daily by now, your problem. Shout out Football Daily. They do really good work. But yeah, that Arsenal guy, Patrick Van Straten or something like that.
Yeah.
He said that, and he's really smart. So I'm just saying that to sound smart as well. But it's a good point, though. It's a good point. Like, that just might be his spot on the team sheet, but like that isn't always how they execute it.
Yeah. I mean, and I feel like everyone can remember last season too. They almost played a back three with Ben White slotting into like kind of like a wide center back role, and Zinchenko would play in the midfield. And I think that's what they were maybe trying. But Fulham also is a really good squad. They finished like 8th last year in the Prem.
Yeah.
They're not a team that's just like just because like you're like, oh, last time they were good, it was when Clint Dempsey was on the team and he's American. It's like, no, like they scored the most points in championship history the year that they got called up. And they're kind of going through some changes, and I think Fulham is a much better team. I think, though, personally, my pick, I'm with you. I think Arsenal runs this just because, too, dude, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, and whoever they put up top, I think they're so good that once Havertz finds the back of the net, it's going to be like a dam exploding. And I really think that once he gains his confidence in the squad and in his position, him and Declan Rice are so much better than people give them credit for on social media, because everyone just looks at stats and go, oh, they never score, they never do anything. But like they're the type of people that just put a fucking shift in, dude. And I think they put a shift in, like you were saying, and they just cut the 3-1, dominate this game.
I honestly don't even see. Maybe I can see like Man United getting a consolation goal, but
I can see a Rashford worldie in like the 70th when they're down 3.
That's what it takes, though, dude. Like that's what it takes for them to score, is for Rashford to have those 15 seconds of fucking brilliance.
I have a hot take
for relying on.
I have a really hot take for you. To your point, I think if you put Marcus Rashford in, say, Wayne Rooney or Ronaldo's role in the 2008 Manchester United team, he scores 30 goals in a season. He is so underrated. But the thing is that when it's literally like when you watch them, it's him dribbling the ball on the left side, Anthony running for no reason to the corner flag on the opposite side of the field, and then there's no striker. And it's just him beating 4 dudes, moving the ball, beating the keeper on the dribble, and just like slotting it home. And it's like, oh, that's really cool.
He's so good, dude.
He's so good. But dude, people sleep on him because he's in the worst phase in Manchester United history. But remember when he came up and Sir Alex Ferguson brought him up at 17 years old on Manchester United? They don't do that for fun. He is legit, dude. He was brought up at 17, and Wayne Rooney christened him as the next thing at Manchester United. Like he is so good.
He is, dude. He's fed like more kids than the British government has combined for the last 700 years.
Dude, he's going to be looked back on in 10 years, 15 years as one of the most slept on footballers of this generation. But I think it's sad that
is he slept on though? Would you think he's slept on?
Have you heard the way Manchester United fans even talk about him?
Every Manchester United fan I talk to them about Rashford, they have to change pants.
Yeah, but online, dude, people
abuse
him. When he doesn't score, people abuse him.
But that's any fucking fan base, dude. Like when Darwin doesn't score, Liverpool fans were saying shouldn't that to Benfica.
Yeah, but mate.
Like fan bases now are so impatient. They want to see fucking like if you don't hit the ground running immediately, if you don't score fucking 30 goals in one game, I hate you.
So
I'm doing the Mason Mount, dude.
I got a really hot take for you though. Another one. Marcus Rashford will leave Manchester United by next summer if things don't turn around.
No, dude, he doesn't leave.
I could totally see him going to like Real, dude.
They have Vinny.
Yeah, but he'll just play the 9, dude.
You think he's going to go to Real Madrid? Vinny plays the 9.
No, Marcus Rashford plays the 9.
Oh, Marcus Rashford, but he's not that good up the middle, dude. Like that's not his spot. His spot is on the left. He doesn't go to Real Madrid. I can see him going abroad, though. I can see him going to like a.
I think
Bayern Munich. I mean, he would say.
I think
where would he go in the Prem? Like
My just overall attitude, though, dude, is that he does not like Eric Ten Hag. Like, Eric Ten Hag has tried to replace him.
30 goals under him, though, last season.
But Eric Ten Hag has tried to replace him 3 times now, basically, with Anthony and Sancho.
On the right. Who also plays on the right. And Sancho was already there. I don't see where you're getting at. I don't see where you're getting at, dude. I think this cold take isn't a hot one. This might be negative 32 degrees.
Damn. Well, then I'm just gonna retract my previous statement and say Arsenal are gonna whoop their ass, dude.
Agreed. Real fast. You got to it before I was able to. Should Arsenal drop Kai Havertz, or should they just keep him in?
No, dude, keep him in, dude. He's gonna ride. Thing is, bro, is that
you don't say play Fabio Vieira there.
Nah.
Even though he's looked hot, he's looked good. He's been on fire.
Nah, dude. You gotta.
And not like burnt toast, like golden brown with a little bit of butter.
Remember my Colin Cowherd F1. Think of Kai Havertz as a high-class sports car. And you take it off the lot, the first thing dealer will tell you is don't rev the engine. You'll fucking ruin it. And I think the whole thing is that, let's just be frank about it, dude. I'd say Mikel Arteta is one of, if not the best managers in the world. And I think Kai Havertz is sitting there just relaxing. Him and Declan Rice are just trying to find their place in the team. They don't want to step on anyone's touches.
But Declan looks good, though. Declan, I can't fucking speak. Declan looks fucking amazing.
But Declan is also Declan's also English. Kai Havertz isn't. Kai Havertz doesn't even speak the same fucking language as these people.
He speaks English, dude.
Yeah, but shitty English, dude. I speak.
You think this all comes down to a language barrier?
Yeah.
That's a hot take. No, that's a hot take. This kid's been in England for 4 years, dude. For half a decade.
And Messi has been the number one person in the world in terms of affluence. He has a fucking Pepsi commercial in America where he doesn't even speak because he can't speak English.
What are you getting at, dude?
All I'm saying is,
what are you fucking getting at?
It's really fucking hard to be someone who doesn't speak and you're trying to scream across the field for someone to pass you the fucking ball when you don't have a relationship with them. It's like, dude, think about it this way. Saka and Martinelli have played with each other since they were 14 years old. Same with even Nketiah has played in the academy since he was 14 years old. All these kids are freaking Arsenal to the fucking death, and they've been playing with each other since they were little. And you can't it's not FIFA career mode where you can just drop Havertz in there and expect him to be 100% in his form, in his bag. I think too, he's kind of in a weird spot. No one could fill Xhaka for. No one could fill the Xhaka void right away. Yeah, he's a club legend, dude. Imagine walking into a locker room and the locker that you're replacing is the guy that literally everyone talked to about everything in life. And now there's just that void in the locker room. And sure, someone is replacing it. But end of the day, dude, Kai Havertz has serious shoes to fill. And he's probably doing a great job in terms of if you put him on let's just even say Aston Villa. He might not have scored, but people would say, oh man, well, he looked like one of the better players out there. But now he's in the title race. Even at Chelsea, you could never say he was in the title race. And now he's being relied on to win championships. And that's a huge ask for a 24-year-old German kid who has never really been asked to do something like that. And I just think he needs to find his role in the club, get a relationship with all the boys. Dude, you're being dropped into a locker room where you don't know a single fucking soul, and you get 3 U.S. training games to play, and then you end up missing all your volleys, and everyone on Twitter basically tells you that you're a waste.
But it's the same thing, though. He did the exact same thing. Dude, he's been in this league. He's been in this country.
And he had 4 different managers.
I'm not a Kai Havertz hater. I do not hate the kid. If anything, I have no reason to want him to do poorly. But when you say things like that, when he needs time to, adapt. Obviously, yeah, it's a new club. It's the same fucking city, so he probably hasn't even fucking moved houses.
Yeah, but
it's a different club, different dynamics. I totally get that. But when you play, and you were what? He was 70 million pounds in total when it was all said and done, probably. When you
yeah.
fucking have played in that same league, in that same country for what? A little over, maybe close to half a decade?
Okay, but
And he's been in this environment
he's
for
had
that long, and he's played some serious minutes. He's won a fucking Champions League. He won a championship at Chelsea. Obviously, yeah, he wasn't relied onto it. Like, I don't know if they were like massive favorites, but I think we should be expecting a little bit more out of this guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, he should be
I'm not saying lower the expectations. I'm just saying give it until like November. Even end of October, dude. You just like give it like 4 more games.
That's yeah, like I said, I have no reason to want him to do poorly. All I'm saying is I would have expected him to hit the ground running. Like I would expect it, and obviously this could be the new thing for like at least like the younger generation of fans, where everyone is so impatient. Like fans of their respective club want to transfer to work out bang on immediately. Like if their first touch isn't golden, they're already on Twitter saying this guy's fucking trash, waste some money, blah blah blah, all this fucking bullshit. So I agree with you because I feel like that might have been like half or like a quarter of your sentiment. But
yeah,
I want him to perform better, and he's just not. Even when he was at Chelsea, I didn't hate the guy.
okay.
I was expecting more. Like I said it multiple
times. Also, he's coming from the last 3 managers he had at Chelsea were Tuchel, who does not play pretty football, Lampard, who
is a dolt.
We don't even need to talk.
Are you still on the Frank Lampard train?
No, I'm firmly off it, dude.
Okay,
but that's a whole other conversation.
Okay.
So he had Lampard, Tuchel, and then Conte. No, sorry, I'm blanking.
No, it was Conte. He was there.
No, but after Potter.
And yeah.
Then he never even got under Poch. And so all I'm saying though is he had so many different styles. He could never find his form at Chelsea because he was always injured or coming in and there's a new manager. And I just think that when he played in the Bundesliga, he was unstoppable basically. And when he plays for the German national team, he's unstoppable. And he's a really fucking good player, but he just needs, and the system that he's at Arsenal now is really complex. Like you've watched the Amazon documentary on them. Like Arteta is like talking like 17 miles a minute about how like the right back needs to shift over to the right wing to be able to cover the left back because the left back's gonna be making it like
more inverted. You're inverted. I want you to be on the other side of the fucking field inverted.
He circles and calls out guys if their runs aren't at the right angles.
Yeah.
You know, like Kai Havertz probably sitting out there wondering if his angles on his runs are right. Meanwhile, the ball's coming at him a million miles an hour, and oh yeah, Odegaard just put it on my face, and then it's gone because I just played against a Premier League center back, and I shouldn't be thinking about how my angles are. At the end of the day, Arteta is a fucking good manager, dude. He will get it through to him, and he'll get the system down.
I just think he's going to be given all the time in the world, and it's still more of the same thing. But anything else? Anything other than Kai Havertz? I mean, we talked about Kai Havertz for like 15 minutes. But
Beto's going to win the Golden Boot.
Who?
Beto.
Anything serious?
No.
That's it?
But I will say, folks, follow us on Instagram and X and our YouTube, and also watch out when we go 10-0 this week.
Again, we've gone 10-0 the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're basically 30-0, each 60-0 in all our picks.
Yeah, we're
all I have to say is you will never get better gambling advice.
That's what I'm saying. If you guys have watched this video, if you guys have somehow kept watching for this long and you haven't come out of this smarter or at least feeling smarter, I can't help you.
Yeah, if you don't feel a little smarter watching two dumbasses and Kyle Just
And Kyle, if you still feel smart after watching Kyle, good on you.
you honestly need to go and check out your mental capacity.
Yeah, you might got an extra chromosome to spare after that one.
As Rick Tamlin once said, a doctor will later tell me I have the IQ of 49, which some would consider mentally retarded. And that's basically how most people would be feeling after listening to Kyle and going, man, that guy's smart. And on that note, if you really have made it this far, you are a saint and an angel, and I love you.
All right.
Thanks, Mom.
You never walk alone. Peace.
Up the toffees.